Namaste friends, welcome back to my channel. Friends, in today's video, I have brought to you this very easy and yet very beautiful, very gorgeous bracelet with super duos and pearls. I have named this bracelet as Super Duo Pearl Bracelet. Here I have made this bracelet in this gorgeous, this pastel pink color with grayish silver Super Duo beads. You can see the look of the bracelet. One more color I have made in this bracelet, a very summery color, this green color. And in today's video, we are going to make this gorgeous bracelet, this gorgeous Super Duo Pearl bracelet in classic black color. So let us see what all material do we need to make our bracelet, our Super Duo Pearl bracelet in black color. Friends, for making our Super Duo Pearl bracelet in classic black color, we are going to use these 6 mm shell pearls in light gold color. Then I'm using these Super Duo beads in black color. These 2 by 3 mm rondelle again in black color. Here I'm using Tohos. These are Toho permafinish Starlight 11 O's. And here I'm going to use this clasp, the S clasp with adjustable chain over here. You can also use lobster clasp as I have used in my bracelet. In this bracelet I have used lobster clasp. So clasp is your choice. You can use any clasp. Here I'm going to use Hana thread in black color and I'll be working with size 12 beading needle. So let's get started. Friends, for making our Super Duo Pearl bracelet, we are going to use 7.5 feet long single thread. You can see I'm using 7.5 feet long single thread, and here I have put the thread into my needle, and now I'm going to pick up. So here I have picked up 4 beads, 6 mm pearl, 2 by 3 mm rondelle, 6 mm pearl and 2 by 3 mm rondelle. And now I'm bringing these down towards the end of my thread, and after bringing these at the end of my thread, I'm tying a double knot. Like this, and here you can see this component. And now I'm passing through all the 4 beads and just pulling in the tail. And now after tying the knot, passing through the round tail and pulling in the tail into the 6 mm pearl, like this. Once again into the round tail, and into the 6 mm pearl, and here as I'm exiting through the 6 mm pearl, I'm going to pick up. I have picked up the set of these beads, one 11O Starlight, 2 Super Duo beads, one 11O Starlight, one 6 mm pearl, one 11O Starlight, 2 Super Duo beads, and one 11O Starlights, bringing these down back into the 6 mm pearl, like this, up through the 11O Starlight and into the 2 Super Duos. Just keep your thread nice and tight into the 11 Starlight and into the 6 pearl, like this. Now picking up one round tail, one 6 pearl and one round tail. So I have picked up these 3 beads, one 2 by 3 round tail, one 6 pearl and one 2 by 3 round tail, back into the 6 pearl, into the round tail. So here I'm exiting through the round tail into the 6 pearl. Very carefully you have to use this long thread here. As you can see, it got tangled up, and it always happens when we use longer threads, so we have to be very careful while using this long thread. So as I'm exiting through this 6 pearl, again I'm picking up one 11 Starlight, two Super Duos, one 11 Starlight, one 6 pearl, one 11 Starlight, two Super Duos and one 11 Starlight. So here is the set of my beads: 11 Super Duos, 11 6 pearl, 11 two Super Duos and again 11 back into the 6 pearl, like this, into this 11 Starlight, the two Super Duos, into the 11 Starlight and into the 6 pearl, like this. Now again picking up one 2 by 3 round tail, one 6 pearl and one 2 by 3 round tail. The set of these 3 beads back into the 6 pearl, like this, into the round tail, into the 6 pearl, just keep your thread nice and tight while working at this stage. Now again picking up the set with Super Duos. So I'm picking up one 11 Starlight, two Super Duos, one 11 Starlight, one 6 pearl, again one 11 two Super Duos and one 11. So this is the set of beads that I have picked up back into the 6 pearl, into the 6 pearl, like this. So friends, here we have added 3 components with Superduo beads and 3 in between with rondelles. So for making a 7.5 inches long bracelet, we need in all 12 components, 12 these components with Superduo beads in our bracelet. So here we have added 3. We will be adding 9 more and come back. So here you can see I have added 12 components with superduos. Let us count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. And now I'm going to add my last component with rondelles. So for this I'm picking up one rondelle, one 6 pearl and one rondelle, 2 by 3 mm rondelle, back into the 6 mm pearl to which I'm exiting right now, like this, up through the rondelle, into the 6 mm pearl, and now we are going to add our clasp. So for this I'm picking up 8, 11 of Starlight. So I have picked up 4 and 4, 8, 11 O's, back into the 6 mm pearl, up through 4, 11 O Starlight, picking up 1, 11 O Starlight, down through the next 4, 11 O Starlight, back into the 6 mm pearl, up through all these 11 O's. Keep your thread nice and tight, exiting through the middle one that we added just now in this round. And now as I'm adding this S clasp with this adjustable chain, so here I'm going to add my chain. So for this I'm picking up, so for attaching the chain, the adjustable chain of our S clasp, I'm picking up 6, 11 of Starlight and the chain, this adjustable chain, back into the 11 of Starlight, up through all these 11 O's. If you want, you can add the jump ring, but here I'm just making the loop with 11 O and attaching it like this. Once again, up through all these 11 O's. So this is my third pass through the 11 O's. To this 11 O at the bottom. I'm taking the fourth pass just to reinforce and to make my loop strong. So here I have taken 4 passes through these 11 O's. These are Tohos, so we can take quite a few more passes. It's up to you because they have slightly bigger holes. So right now I'm exiting through this 11 O Starlight and I have attached this adjustable chain. Now I'm going to move down through these 11 O Starlight into the 11 O, into the 6 mm pearl, into the round tail, and now as I'm exiting through the round tail, I'm going to pick up 2 11 O Starlight into the first Superduo, the top hole of the first Superduo, like this. Now picking up 1 rondelle into the next Superduo, again picking up 2 11 O Starlight into the rondelle, again picking up 2 11 Starlight into the first Superduo, the top hole of the first Superduo, like this, picking up 1 rondelle into the next Superduo, again picking up 2 11 Starlight into the rondelle, picking up 2 11 Starlight into the first Superduo of this pair, again adding the rondelle in between the Superduos. So in this way, we are going to add these 11 Starlight to Superduos, then the rondelles in between the Superduos, and we will be doing this till we reach this last component over here. So here you can see the look after adding the rondelles and 11 all through this side, and here after adding this last rondelle over here, I'm exiting through the Superduo, and now I'm going to add 2 11 Starlight into the rondelle, into the 6 pearl, and now here I'm going to make the loop for my clasp. So I'm picking up 8 11 Starlight. So here I have picked up 4 and 4 8 11 back into the 6 pearl, up through the first 4 11 Starlight, picking up 1 11 Starlight, down through the next 4 11 Starlight, back into the 6 pearl, up through these 5 11 exiting through the middle one that we added just now. So here as I'm exiting through this, I'm picking up 6 11 Starlight to make a loop toward the clasp. So here I have picked up these 6 11 back into this 11, and again here I'm going to take about 4 to 5 passes through all these 11 to strengthen the loop. Second pass, taking the third pass, and the fourth pass, into the 11 at the bottom, and now moving down through these 11 into the 6 pearl, into the rondelle, and now as I'm exiting through this rondelle, again I'm picking up 2 11 Starlight into the first Superduo. Now again picking up the rondelle bead into the second Superduo, picking up to 11 or Starlight into this rondelle, picking up to 11 or Starlight again into the first Superduo of this pair, picking up one rondelle into the second Superduo, picking up to 11 or Starlight into the rondelle, again picking up to 11 of Starlight up through the first Superduo of the next pair, picking up one rondelle and into the next Superduo. The same thing that we did on this side, we are going to repeat it on this side, and we are going to complete it till this last component over here. So here you can see I have added all these components, all the 11 O's and the rondelles, and after adding this last one, right now I'm exiting through this Superduo, and now I'm going to add the 11 O's. So I'm picking up to 11 O Starlight into the rondelle, into this 6 pearl, and here we have completed our gorgeous bracelet. And now as I'm exiting through the 6 pearl, moving up through these two 11 O Starlight, and I'm tying the knot in between these two 11 O's. Again tying one more knot between these two 11 O's up through these 11 O's into the 11 O, once again up through these 11 O's into this 11 O. Here again I'm going to tie a knot to secure my thread into these two 11 O's, down through the two 11 O's into the 11 O, down through these 11 O's, and now we can cut the thread off. And here the tail that we forgot to cut, we can cut this off right now. So friends, here we have completed our bracelet, and now we are going to attach our clasp, the S clasp, to this. For this we will need the plier, this flat nose plier, and here just opening this loop at the back and putting it into the loop that we made. If you want, you can add the jump rings as I told you earlier. Just fix it, and here it's done. Our complete bracelet is done. And let us just take a quick look over the other colorways that I have already shown you in the beginning of the video. This green color, the summery green color, and this pastel pink color. You can see the look of the three bracelets, how gorgeous they look. So friends, these are very easy to make bracelets, and very few materials are used in making these bracelets, and I'm sure you will enjoy making these bracelets, wearing these, and of course gifting these to your friends and family. So friends, if you like my designs and my tutorials, please do subscribe to my channel, and please don't forget to press the bell icon so that you may get notified when I'll upload my next videos. Thank you and namaste.